So, welcome back to my channel. This is just the intro. This is the most ghetto thing that I've had to do. I actually have to do a voiceover, and I actually have to record through another phone and then record it to my computer because I can't watch my video and do the voiceover at the same time. But this video is basically just a real life emergency situation. And I don't really remember what I'm talking about right here. But I'm trying to do it today so that I can try to remember all of my points and what I was going over. But basically, I'm just explaining here that water had been off since about 7 o'clock last night. And at this time, I believe it was around like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So I have been off for over like 12 hours. I attempted to wash some clothes and the water was coming out slow. So I unplugged my washing machine and replugged it in, and it was still coming out slow and humming. So I checked my faucets, and they both were running slow. So pretty much, like I said, it's been like a little over 12 hours without water. So I did do this video this morning. While I was just waiting for the water to come back on, since I had wanted to do some videos. Went ahead and did this one since it was happening in real life time. And then also I did a few other ones. But I didn't realize that my microphone was off until after I did my third video. And that's my sweet little baby girl. She's always, whenever she eats, she brings me food. Even if I made my own plate or if I'm sitting at the table, she will offer her own food. So I guess that I take it as a sign that when I get older, I can at least count on one out of three of my kids to take care of her. There she comes returning. So let me taste her milk. And you see, she's so excited. So she does like being able to take care of me. I guess that's her way of showing that she loves and appreciates me. And I have no idea what I was talking about all of this time in the video. If I forget any comments and I'm thinking of later or tips or whatever I was talking about, I would just put them in the comment section of the video. But I was trying to also explaining that this time around that only the hot water was working. There was no cold water, and I wasn't able to like flush my toilet since the night before. But and I was just saying like that it has happened like about a month ago. I think it's because there's new construction in their neighborhood. Last time it was the opposite, like it was no hot water, but there was cold water. So I kind of just took like a cold bath and ran my errands. And when I got back, the hot water was working. So I did check with the people that like would be able to answer my questions about it, and they just explained that there was like a pipe that had burst, and they were working in the area. So I'm assuming from construction they like hit a pipe and had to repair a pipe or turn the water off. Which either way doesn't really make sense because, like I said, last time there was no hot water, but there was cold water, and this time there's no cold water, but there's hot water. So I'm not really understanding. All I know is that it's important for you to make sure that you do have extra water just for like drinking and personal hygiene and just for just like bathing. So here I'm going to try to demonstrate and show how the water was coming out. So I was just saying this is kind of like a two-part explanation because when I first turned this water on, it was coming out like brown. As you can see there, my sink was stopped up, so there was a little remaining brown water. And because this water is coming out clearer, it is more of a light brown color. So even though, like you can see, it appears to be coming out clear, sometimes it still is a little brown. And sometimes the only way I can tell is because my sink is stopped up and the water that's sitting there is not draining out the sink. So like if I get a cup of something, I can tell that the water is like lightly color brown. And this does happen like often, several times a month, and I have no idea why. I don't know if it's the pipes or the like just like the city having difficulty and effectiveness of cleaning the water or whatever. But like I explained in one of my other videos, water videos, this is not the only place. Like there's been one or two other places that I experienced the same issue with the water. So just either like the water being discolored or just like a really strong bleach smell. So I was just like explaining that, I definitely, you might just want to only brush your teeth with that, but you may not want to drink that just straight out the tap like that, or even like sometimes I don't even want to bathe with the water. I just kind of have to let it run until the brownness is gone. And I guess that's what I'm explaining right there. I do not quite remember. And I kind of paused to try to see if I could read my lips to try to see what I was talking about. And I certainly am not able to. And I'm not showing anything on the camera, so I have no idea what I was talking about. And I did notice, like, when I started recording, there was, like, a little box at the bottom of my screen saying something. If you look at this video and my others, you can tell I was trying to kind of read the screen, but my brain just couldn't process me talking and reading at the same time. So I didn't notice I needed to turn my microphone on. So I guess this is another way of doing a video that can add some excitement to your video. And then here, I think I'm about to explain to you that I actually am not just having my preps and just having this channel for show. I actually am using all of my tips that I give everyone. So you can see here, if the light goes off, this one is just right above my light switch, so I know it's there. It's easy accessible, and as you can see, I have 2 or 3 other light sources just right there. And I have that little mirror there because that does help like radiate and push the light out more. So that's like another tip that you could do if you have mirrors to put like on the candles or just put your lighting around mirrors. And there's 2 more. I have actually 2 more there hanging up. So I did do that doing the barrel. I had the light there, and it did like radiate more into my hallway. It made the light more brighter and just like radiate more. But that's just like I was saying, these are just like cheap little Dollar Tree lights, and they don't give out necessarily a lot of light. But just by hanging them there, they just like radiate a lot more light. And then just around my sink, there's like a counter there. I do have other candles too. And the good thing about having all those in that one place, I like to keep my candles, my extra stuff like in my room. Because like I said before, I do have 2 teens, and they're just like a little less savvy as far as keeping up with lights and stuff. So I could just take any one of those lights. If the power goes out in the middle of the night, I can just grab those and like take to another room to find lighting. And this video is almost over, so I'm just gonna say thanks for joining, and I'll see you back real soon.